8-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Kaepernick now on first down. Complete to right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. He'll
wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 6 from the 10. To throw, Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Kaepernick. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from... out, and the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up for the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. at their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Buccaneers.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
25-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady letting one go deep for the end zone. These guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Brandon McManus.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27.
Here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
It's a gain of 6.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. To throw again. Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, it's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Handler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
the 42.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This is Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos.
First down and goal.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 20.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Good catch there by Mike Evans, and his ability to get downfield and create big plays is something that Tom Brady hasn't had on the perimeter in the last few seasons. Mike Evans often fools defenders with his...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, and the pressure gets to him again. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D.
He went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
4-yard line.
Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. On first down, Kaepernick. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. A gain of 6 there on first.
K.J. Hamler. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
2nd down and 4. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 4. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
the tackle made.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
That's good.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
This is unbelievable.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Their own 20-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Fournette, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 34-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And this is one of those
After reviewing the play, the wording on the field is reversed.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it. And this is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Finding some room in midfield. Out quickly to Judy. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. Kaepernick to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback. And in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Might not be anyone that's run the 2-minute drill better than Tom Brady, 2nd all-time in 4th-quarter comebacks.
And even though he's 2nd all-time, it feels like 1st in all the most important comebacks. He's the right guy to have the ball in this situation.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Buccaneers.
Brady to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
At their 49-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that can finish things off for them.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Broncos coming out now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. A good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but now it'll be third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
42-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Running left, it's Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. What can Brady do now with his drive? And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
first kick 47. This one looks good as well. Hamler now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The ball carrier.
This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 22. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Down right around the 25. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On now is Ryan Suckup for the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Tampa Bay, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire